Namaste to everyone and welcome to another episode of Babylon Kidcast. I am your today's host, Shaista Regmi, a student here at Babylon National School, currently studying in grade poetry. And in today's week's episode, we have our respected Sweta Ma'am with us, who is our class teacher. And today we will be discussing about a literature book called The Magic Tree House, also known as The Valley of the Dinosaurs, by Mary Pop Osborne. So, without a further ado, I would like to welcome our special guest. Hello and namaste, ma'am. Welcome to Babylon Kidcast.
Thank you, Shaista, for having me.
You're welcome. So, how are you feeling today, ma'am?
I am feeling very optimistic. Thank you for asking. How are you, Shaista?
I'm feeling super excited but a little nervous because this is my first experience in Babylon Kidcast.
Don't worry, don't be nervous. You're doing great.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so let's start with our first question.
Okay.
Okay, so the question is, we all know that today we are here to discuss about a literature book called The Magic Tree House, right?
Yes.
So, could you please tell us how excited are you to discuss such an adventurous and exciting book with us today?
I am super excited to discuss this book. I remember when I was your age and I read this book for the first time. It has been one of my favorite books when I was very little. So, having this opportunity to discuss this book with you, I am very honored.
Okay, so we all know that our school encourages us to read great and fascinating books like The Magic Tree House, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, could you please tell us why do you think students should read these type of literature books in their daily lives?
Okay, so literature is very important in our school level education, not only because it enhances our reading skills, but it also develops other skills such as critical thinking, creativity, empathy in students, right? So through the stories, students will learn about problem solving, connecting different ideas together, and they can even relate to the different characters themselves. So realizing this, our school has recently organized a book review to which you took part in, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I found that event very productive as students got to share their view of the story, and it also inspired other students to continue reading as well.
Okay, so as we all know that this whole story revolves around Jack, who loves real stuffs, and Annie, who is full of imaginations. So, could you please tell us how do you think their personalities makes the story even more exciting, or you could say interesting?
Oh yes, so the siblings' contrasting personality adds so much more depth to the story. Let me use an example. So when Jack and Annie first arrive in the dinosaur world, Jack just wants to use the books to help them get home, right? Whereas Annie, she wants to explore with the dinosaurs. So Jack's cautious and realistic behavior, it adds the suspense, like when he was very worried about the dinosaurs, right? Whereas Annie, she becomes friends with a pteranodon, which a lot of humans are not able to do, right? She was very brave in that way. So yeah, the siblings, they make the story more suspenseful as well as exciting.
Okay, so now I'm going to ask you an interesting question, okay?
Okay.
So the question is, what would you have done if you were Jack?
Oh, if I were Jack, that's a very interesting question. So, if I were Jack, I think I would still like to be just as responsible as him, but I would also try to be a bit braver and be adventurous. So, to have fun with adventure, it's not every day that you get to explore with dinosaurs, right? So, why not
Yes.
have a little fun as well?
Okay, so the last question of the day.
Okay.
Okay, so why do you think students should read this book?
This book, okay, so this book is the perfect combination of both fun and learning, right? In the story, we learn about teamwork, just like Jack and Annie did, right? It's a combination of both interesting adventures as well as facts about dinosaurs and history. It makes it the perfect combo for students who love adventurous learning. So I recommend this book to all students out there.
Okay, so now that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you, ma'am, for
Thank you, Shaista.
sharing your precious time with us. And thank you to all our viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Keep exploring, keep learning, and always believe in yourself. And yes, don't forget to pick up a copy of the Magic Tree House book. Until next time. And now this is Shaista Regmi signing off. Bye bye.